Hi gorgeous ladies, hope you are well today. It is Tuesday, which means the worst day of the week has been done. Not that it was a bad day of the week for me at all, apart from my eldest just being a bit off colour, and where I would normally have sent him into school and said crack on with it. Obviously in the current climate it's a bit difficult to do that, so he had a day at home yesterday, sort of recuperating and what have you, and he's fine and back to school today, so that's good news. Just wanted to chat to you today about a couple of things. So firstly, it was the second group coaching session last night, which was excellent, went really well. People were getting a lot out of it. I still can't keep my timings down, so instead of it being an hour, it was about an hour and 25, hour and 30 minutes, whoops. But they seemed to enjoy it and got a lot out of it. But I thought today that actually the homework, the reflective practice that I'd given them last night would actually be useful for anybody in this group to have a look at. So we were talking last night about the kind of patterns. Now, obviously some of my clients has only had like one relationship that has been really toxic. That's plenty. But some of us, yeah, me included, I had quite a pattern of toxic relationships where I got together with people who weren't very good for me, which obviously meant that I had something kind of emblazoned on my forehead saying, broken people, please come right here. So I'm going to show you something that I've asked them to do. I'm obviously going to put a post on their page as well, to have a look. But it was quite interesting. So what I did was I wrote down, I got a piece of paper and I made this grid, this cross, and I wrote down the people who I have had relationships with, and then I did a series of tick boxes. So I wrote across the top things I had experienced in that particular relationship. I don't know if it's backwards for you or whether it's just backwards for me, and it will sort itself out by the time it comes through. But I just put across the top like some of the issues that there were. So for me, lazy, blamed me, so a little bit of sort of gaslighting and stuff kind of behaviours there, ghosted me after really sort of chasing after me in the first place actually, drinking, had issues with drinking where they became quite aggressive once they'd been drinking, and actually it turned out my husband wasn't the first. Emotionally broken, there was quite a few of those as well. So basically what I did was I then went along and went, okay, so with Lee, what did I experience? Right, he was quite lazy, so I put lazy in a tick there. And then as I've gone down, I've been like, and I experienced this and this and this, and what have you. And then interestingly, although it's not every single relationship, there is quite a pattern of me choosing. Oh, it is backwards. Sorry, Evie. So the things across the top say lazy, blamed me, ghosted, drinker, broken, self-doubt and fear. And then what I've done is started to tick all of those categories. So I worked out, right, so my first boyfriend, this happened and this is how I was left feeling. And then my next boyfriend, this happened and this is how I was left feeling, until actually I've got quite a pattern of ticks. So you can see across there that some of these things I picked in different guys. Anyway, what's quite interesting from that is that we'd already ascertained in the course that childhood is where it kind of all started, with the experiences that we had or lack thereof of healthy relationships within our childhood. Then we went on and continued to create patterns whilst we were in adult relationships as well. And what I also found interesting was that as well as saying what I'd experienced, I also did columns of what I then learnt from that. So things like it really fed my self-doubt, it really fed my fear of having a relationship. I haven't done any more than that, but I know that there are other things that it will have reiterated to me over and over again about I can't do relationships, men don't love me enough to stay, all of those sorts of things. So it's quite an interesting thing to do. And whilst obviously you may think that toxic relationships is about focusing on just having a healthy relationship in the future, that's only part of the problem. You really need to go back and be able to unpick what exactly happened to you and sort of where these beliefs and things have come from, so that you can then make choices about whether you undo those or whether you make different choices, which means that you potentially have a different outcome. So I think it would be really interesting if you did that as well. If you do it and you're happy to share, that would be amazing, because I'm sure it would inspire other people to kind of do the same thing as well. If not, then maybe just ping me a message and just let me know if that was helpful to you, or if you found anything interesting out about it. I'm gonna head across to my other group now and do a similar thing with them. But thank you very, very much for watching. And yeah, what are your patterns? What are the things that you have time and time again managed to sort of reignite what actually has been an issue for you in potentially more than one relationship? What have you been taught in terms of relationships moving forward? Have you been feeling unworthy, and that's only been exacerbated by more relationships that you have? So interesting to see what you think, interesting to see your thoughts. Pop me a comment if you think it was useful for you. It would be lovely to know how it has helped you. But working out your patterns of the past is a way of undoing the patterns for the future. So lots of love and have a good day, and I will chat to you again tomorrow. Take care. Bye.